hard to capture, extravagant, resurrect the track and it's militant. And I react like a convict and start killing. It's manifested. The gods work like appliances, dealing in my state like a lot.
Yo, what's going on everybody? It's your boy Naruto Explained here, bringing you guys another discussion based on the Boruto manga. So obviously if you're an anime only fan, this is the time of the month where I am going to be talking about major spoilers and I'm going to be doing theories and predictions. So with all that being said, I'm going to assume that if you're still here that you're okay with me talking about spoilers. So I gotta go ahead and just raise the possibility that Isshiki's invasion of Konoha, if it's gonna be the absolute bloodbath that some of us believe, especially given the fact that they're paying homage to pain floating over the village by having Isshiki float like that. Like, if you look at the two panels side by side, it's almost similar. There's some differences there because of the artistic difference between Kishimoto and Ikimoto, but the fact that they chose something like that, that really leads me to believe that Isshiki's going to ravage the Hidden Leaf Village. And so if that happens, then we need to have a discussion about Sarada, okay? Because we got to look at something when it comes to Uchiha clan, okay? Like, Sarada right now in the manga, she has a 3 tomoe Sharingan. So the next level of an upgrade for her is going to be the Mangekyou Sharingan. And if all of us are right that we're approaching a time skip, I definitely think that we could have a scenario where if Isshiki just blows his way through everything, if he blows his way through everything and Sarada, she's in that hospital right now, if Sarada looks through the village and sees everything just blowing up in smoke, seeing people dying all around her, we could have a scenario where Sarada awakens her Mangekyou Sharingan. And if that happens, I gotta say right now, hands down, that could be something that is a game changer for this series. Now, the reason why I say that is this gives us the opportunity where if you want to do a time skip, if you really want to do a time skip, I think one of the best ways for the last panel or one of the next to last panels is having Sarada Uchiha, technically the first person in manga format that we got after the Naruto manga ended. Sarada was the main character in there. One of the biggest selling points of that was that Sasuke's daughter awakened her Sharingan. What better way to close out this period in time than to have one of the last panels of the last chapter before the time skip be Sarada awakening her Mangekyou Sharingan as she looks at all the bloodshed that has befallen the village that she wants to be Hokage over. I think that that right there could be a very good parallel, and it also gives her 3 years to work and train, and that way when you get past the time skip portion, Sarada can come back and be an absolute beast, because in the manga so far, Sarada, she's done a few things here or there, using the chidori against Boruto that was really good, but outside of that, Sarada really hasn't done much in the manga. So this gives you an opportunity to turn Sarada into being a bit of a badass in the manga. So the other thing about this is that this also gives you opportunity to have Sarada awaken the Mangekyou Sharingan by not killing Sakura and not killing Sasuke. Personally, I think one of them does need to die during this invasion, because you can't have the stakes be this high and you not kill off somebody who's important to the main cast. I think that you need to do that. We're 4.5 years into the Boruto manga's publication. There ain't been a major death yet. Like, they killed the third Hokage in the third year of the publication of the Naruto manga. So I mean, we need to see something at this point. Now, I do think that while Sasuke is a popular character that is up right now for the chance of being killed, I think that you could get around that by essentially having that moment where Sarada's connected to somebody off screen and we get introduced to that, and that gives the anime an opportunity to flesh out that relationship before Sarada ultimately discovers their body. And so that also brings me to another thing, okay? See, Isshiki invading the village in the manner that he's doing and everything is getting ready to go on, you have to look at it from two perspectives. For the old generation, this is that for sure moment that beats them over the head and makes them realize that all this peace that they've enjoyed is essentially come to an end. Because even when Momoshiki attacked the village, even when that happened, their Hokage was able to protect everybody. He was able to protect all the people inside of the stadium. He was able to essentially hold off that giant chakra blast. The fact that Naruto was able to hold off that jutsu, basically deflect that blast enough and absorb enough of it to where it didn't harm anybody or it didn't cause significant damage to any of the people that he was protecting, and it only destroyed a small portion of the village, you can look at that as a major win. However, now we're in a situation where this is a person who looked at Sasuke's perfect Susanoo and says, oh, this is the Uchiha clan's ultimate weapon. I don't think that this is so damn impressive, and he proceeds to knock Sasuke out his perfect Susanoo. He looks at Naruto's QB avatar and he's just slapping this thing around like it's absolutely nothing. He's taking out Naruto and Sasuke, shoving rods into him left and right, and the fact that all this is going on while Isshiki isn't even in his perfect form, now that he's achieved that perfect form, albeit not the full power of that form, but now that he's achieved it and he has a new dojutsu with it, this leads me to believe that this could be the moment that the old generation realizes that because their Hokage himself is not enough, they collectively have got to get stronger. That way they can support the Hokage. That kind of goes back to one of the themes of Naruto, which is Naruto could never do everything by himself. Everyone had to work to support Naruto. That's how Naruto became Hokage. And so in order to protect the village from this massive threat that you're getting with Isshiki, everyone has to raise their game up. And so that brings me to the next generation. For the next generation, all they've ever known is peace. Having Isshiki show up like this is also that call to action for the next generation, because a lot of these characters, they've had an opportunity where they've got to meet Kawaki, they've gotten to bond with Kawaki, and so if you have a scenario where one of their own is taken by the enemy, that's a wake-up call for them. The other thing is for characters like Sarada, characters like Boruto, this is going to be a moment where that hidden power inside of them, whether it be Sarada with the Mangekyou Sharingan or whether it be Boruto with his Otsutsuki transformation, this is a moment for them to realize that the power that they have inside of them, they need to take it to another level. The one critique that everyone's had about this new generation is that they're all prodigies. They all got the best elements of their parents. They all got this massive skill, and I've always said, I don't give a damn how skilled you are if you don't have the power to back it up. Right now they know 1,000 different ways to slap you, but what good is somebody slapping you if they slap you as soft as baby shit? It doesn't matter. However, if they start getting more powerful, now you start seeing a scenario where these characters, now they're an actual military asset to the Hidden Leaf Village after you have that time skip. So I want to know from you guys, do you guys think that this is the perfect opportunity for Sarada to awaken her Mangekyou Sharingan? Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. But as always, guys, like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching until then. Have an awesome day, guys.